And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case. I have an idea. Oh hey, Trucy. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Fallen. Too bad you're quite wrong. Eh? Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? Come on, Trucy. That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car, this I don't remember. A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. Did his music have to play? I love it though. No! Alright, it seems we're at the end. Maybe. Probably. I think so. Welcome back, everyone. It's Light here. And last time, we had a leader on the stand. She told a bunch of lies. We exposed her using the perceive function from Apollo. And then Walkie came up and was like, I'm gonna protect her and all that stuff. What was the very last thing? Right, why wasn't the chart taken? Is how we left off. Cause she was like, all I did was go there, right? Or like I was involved and then all I did was go there. I didn't like actually do anything, right? And whatever. So anyway, perhaps it's time she told us the truth. Let's continue. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day. Don't forget, we've proven that you were at the Maractus Clinic on the day of the crime. Yeah, we did prove that also, yeah. Alright. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. Yes it does, because that was the autopsy. You went back later? That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it. That's why I went that day. But you couldn't get the chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. Ah, that was you? Yeah, I assumed so. Ah, Apollo, that sound. It came from behind the store. Someone's in there. Alright, do we really need a flashback? We just did this. Oh my gosh, a break-in, they left her that window. So you were the burglar. That was you too? If only I had one more minute. Then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart. What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that. Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, you can't blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. Well, there's gonna be a trial for trespassing now. And murder. They are gangsters, you know. In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination. Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Smart. I'll give her that. Kinda smart. Okay. I went to that speak to the doctor, wanted that chart, failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. We didn't find anything on this, right? Or did we not look at it properly? I mean, this isn't gonna tell us anything, really. Okay. Oh, well, I was gonna say we should press, but it's fine. It's good because we did it anyway. Later, when I heard what happened, well, I was too scared to do anything that day. So I waited until the day after. The 16th, was it? Of course, you and that meddling kid had to get in my way. I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. But why did Dr. Maractus keep that chart around? It was clearly dangerous for him. He could have burned it. 'Cause he's a coward. The chart was his insurance. Insurance? My signature on that chart, to be more specific. That made sure I couldn't betray him. Ah, I see how it is.
Hold it!
Why that day? That brat was uncontrollable. He was ready to kill. And that would bring in the police. And that chart would become evidence. And I'd be hung out to dry. But the police didn't check the safe, did they? Well, they thought the crime scene was the park. I'll make sure the responsible parties feel the heat. Such sloppiness won't be tolerated, ja? I'm kinda thankful for that sloppiness myself, actually. Oh boy. He could have stolen it. Could have? Is this some new definition of proof? We'll ask Walkie, he'll tell us.
Objection!
Might I remind you this is a cross-examination? You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself. Go away. He's right, isn't he? Wish he wasn't, but yes, he's right.
Hold it!
Yeah, but... But what? You have nothing to say. This case is over. It was over the moment that brat was seen in the park. What's the point in dragging it out any further? Oh, she is getting on my nerves. I forgot how annoying she gets at this part. Overconfidence. It is a dang thing. Oh, man.
Hold it!
The doctor was shot in the right temple, yes? So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot.
Objection!
But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit his right temple. Silly, silly attorney. You're silly. What? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Trucy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. Just a glass of milk? I mean, it's healthy that she's having milk, but just a glass of milk? What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. Panty's guy was mistaken.
Objection!
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Objection!
And why don't you show us, Herr Forehead? Oh, show you what? Must I explain everything? Very well, let's recap. Not again. If the witness, Panty's... I love that that's his name now. Oh my gosh, imagine being like, so, what's your nickname? What do people call you? Oh, Panty's guy. That's a unique nickname. Oh my gosh. If the witness, Panty's guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim? But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. If you can, that is. Wakakitaki was standing at the killer mark, Weezy Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Paul Maractus was at the victim mark. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? Is it someplace else? Because, Stickler was there. Let's try someplace else. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. I made that claim and all, but I don't remember where. Sorry, what? Apparently Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
Objection!
It's time to raise the roof. And the stakes. Eh? Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? Oh no. But what if they were a bit more terrifying? Rude. So rude. Oh my gosh. Like so. Double penalty? Alright, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna save. Alright guys, sorry. I have to save. Cause like, 1 penalty, okay, we'll bear through it. But 2, I would really like to avoid redoing everything. Our forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for the challenges ahead. Well, I'm ready, except I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm ready. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo? The key is to witness Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here. I mean, right? Where else could they be? Here goes nothing. Yay! I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alida Tayala. Well, what do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the 2 men. I love this. I love that his games have this. So cool. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no! Oh yes. Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right, toward the noodle stand. This is crazy though, like imagine being like, oh, he was shot from inside the noodle stand. Order, order! So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Objection!
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand. Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along.
Objection!
There's something we should worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Objection!
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Oh my gosh. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in that stand? Hold on. I don't think... hold on. I've got it. Well, too bad. Are we supposed to present the bowl and say we found it in clinic? Because I've got it. Well, too bad. I'm just curious about what happens when you say, well, too bad. I'm just gonna say it anyways. Well, too bad. Kidding, just kidding. I love that it's a thing. I love that you can do that. Kidding, just kidding. I got it. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, phew, close one. Then let's see it. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. Can we present the bowl? Slippers used by patients. It doesn't say. Two possibilities I'm thinking, the slippers or the bowl. I think we should do the slippers, right? We are kind of close with penalties, but I couldn't save, so it's fine. We're just gonna have to take a guess. Cause that's not, it doesn't. We don't have like anything that's like the log of the prints we found, do we? No, we don't. Okay. All right, let's just go with the slippers. The Maractus Clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene, and a single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tayala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand! Yeah!
Objection!
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Objection!
Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. The slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Objection!
Yet you still cannot say this is a footprint, Ja? Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. But if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground.
Objection!
That's just dumb. One more thing. That's a good one. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand? Apollo, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be... Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. The bowl? What else could it be?
Take that!
Okay, good. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Aldoon's noodle stand. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus Clinic. A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic? Mr. Aldoon was very clear about those oh my gosh. Mr. Aldoon was very clear about those bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tayala. Stop! Did we get her? Did we get her? Did we get her? I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pick-up lines. Dang! I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent, I'll show you a fairy tale. What the heck? Okay. In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus. More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale. You'd like that, wouldn't you, huh? Then please pull us back down to reality, Miss Tayala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tayala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case. Oh. Hold on. I think something just came back to me. Her tugging at the scarf. Oh, I think what I theorized might be right. I think he tried to strangle her. It's just her pulling at the scarf made me remember something. Like, I think I'm remembering something. Maybe I'm just like thinking I'm remembering something. But I think that's another tell of hers. That night I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score. I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth, or it's over. Oh, is it giving me, like, free reign over perceive? Ah, okay. If I'm right, I just have to... Should we try it here? I'm gonna try it here. If I'm right, she tugs at the scarf. Let's see.
Gotcha!
All I did was talk and lie. Well, what? Show me proof. I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tayala. All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? It does sound like insane when he's like talking about their nervous habits and stuff. And he's saying it so nonchalantly. You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? What? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. This is so cool. I love this ability. Connect the dots and find the truth. Just don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office. You can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. Can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tayala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic's office. And I got proof that shows exactly what happened. Alright. I mean, this is the only thing we've yet to present, so...
Take that!
What's that? You're touching your scarf again. Oh. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord. Eh? Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state. Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. The answer is very simple, Miss Alita Tayala. Please remove your scarf. Ooh. The like feathers sound is like so sharp. I don't know if it's like just me or what, but it's weird. Anyway, not complaining, it makes it more realistic, but still. This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off topic. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf. I won't do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my clothing. Miss Tayala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven. What? You're hardly unrelated. Please, remove your scarf. No. No! I mean, at least they said please before they're like, take off your scarf. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tayala? Dang. Your neck. That isn't what I... Oh, your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the Maractus clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiancé's pistol to do it. But wait! Looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically, you tried to threaten Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus clinic. Eek. That's a lot of feathers. Where they come from, nobody knows. Order, order, order. Will someone please tell me what really happened? I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. So you can save your own skin. What? I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I'll want some company. You! And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Dang. Paul Maractus was serious, deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. The silence is deafening. So, you were the victim? No. Not, yes, but like, you know, she's still guilty. And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? Eh? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I? No. How could she? That's the question, huh? I don't know, actually. I can't remember. Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it, it's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I go home now? No. You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet if you were also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tayala. When did this happen? Man, it's like a tradition. Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tayala? No. Very well, this finishes the cross-examination of this...
Objection!
Nope. Oh hey, Gavin. Not so fast. This party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way? Oh. Prosecutor Gavin. Paul Maractus choked Alita Tayala. She fell unconscious. What happened next? He's right, there is more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her in the noodle stand? Alita Tayala, half dead, Dr. Maractus pulling that stand. And the bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Oh! Oh, he put her in the stand. He's the one who emptied it. He put her in there because he thought he killed her. And he was going to dispose of her body. But she wasn't dead. She got up and she shot him. That's it. That's it. If I remember right, that's it. That's what happened. Miss Alita Tayala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Ooh, me? Frau Lin, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go back over what we've learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullets still inside him. So, he took a pistol from the family stash, with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tayala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him, in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then, something happened. Sounds like he figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tayala, perhaps he thought, to death. What did he do after his crime? I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Hair Forehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do? Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tayala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? The noodle stand? Is that what we have to present? Got it. Okay. As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Eldoon's noodle stand. What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle stand? It wasn't it wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand. I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy? Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place. Ah, wait, you don't mean... I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tayala. My corpse? Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you. His next move would be to dispose of the body. But that's crazy talk. You're all crazy. Says the crazier one. Then let's think about it, logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Waki Kataku? I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? That's right, he had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand. What is wrong with her? I mean, we know she's crazy, and we know she didn't really love Waki, but still. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What? Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Here, please show us in this diagram. Where exactly was the victim dragging that stand? The lake. I'm guessing. There? That's a river! Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why. The perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fraulein. I love how Clavier is so like chill with it. Like he needed to dispose of it. Girl, like that was his only choice. I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand, and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you, Miss Alita Tayala. And then the denouement. Wesley Stickler, of panty snatching fame. Come on, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts. In that instant, so cool. It's still so cool. I love it. So vivid though, like oh my gosh. So, I shot him. You were the only one who could have stolen Waukie's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Tayala? Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story. To get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Whereof what? I can't believe she's still trying to deny this. I love how witnesses in these games deny to their last freaking breath. Like, technically we've done our job. That's what's so funny about this. Like, in the real world, we're good. We've done our job. Well, I mean, no, we have to do it without a shadow of a doubt. So if there's any doubt remaining, we do have to disprove it. Actually, there's no doubt left on Waukie, I don't think. Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out Herr Forehead's errors? Maybe there really is something. I believe the Frau Lin speaks of Herr Doctor's car. His car? That's right, the Maractus Clinic has that big garage. And which that a green sports car, was it? Why would he steal the stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. Ugh. And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand. And our defense without a case. I have an idea. Oh hey, Trucy. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. Ah, what an excellent counter-argument, Fraulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Eh? Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? Come on, Trucy. That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car, This I don't remember. A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. Did his music have to play? I love it though. No! Why didn't he use his car? 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 That's good. Can't remember. Is there something we were told that I can't remember? Order. Well, Mr. Justice? Why didn't Dr. Maractus use his car to carry the body? He's outgrown of surrender, I hear. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. Everything I've learned. Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. Someone else stole the stand. The car didn't run. He carried the body in the car. Carried the body in the car? Someone else stole the stand. The heck are these options? It can't beat this one because we know it ran. No. Someone else stole the stand. Carried the body in the car. I'm gonna try someone else stole the stand. Actually, it was someone else who stole that stand. But then why was the victim pulling it? Well, he would have had to steal it from someone else. We're back where we started, Mr. Justice. Now an explanation for why he didn't use the car. I'll ask you again. This is truly your last chance. Vance will explain to us what happened that night. I didn't run. Carried the body. I don't know. The victim used the car to carry the body. Ah, so you're throwing out everything you've proven up until now. Well, if the car wasn't broken, I admire your adaptability in the face of impossible odds, yet this does not explain why he was pulling that stand. What's going on? Is Prosecutor Gavin trying to tell me something? Perhaps we need to ask you again. This is really the last chance. What the heck? I'm so lost. I have an idea. It's all coming together. Oh, it didn't run because the, because these were in the freaking, where are they? Because these, stop it. These were in the muffler, so it couldn't run. Oh my god, the car was fine. It's just these were stuck in the muffler, so it didn't run. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Huh, now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Teala. Put one and one together, and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night. Can't believe this. Let's see now. Panties again? Oh my gosh. My reaction exactly, Judge. All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth. She's like, what? Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties. The latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. But that night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid. In the Maractus Clinic garage. The what? The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Why? Weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. Oh, that's why he was like, think over what you learned the past 2 days. Aw, I love Clavier. I love him. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad, it looks like such a nice bike, too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Got it. Got him. Got him! My, how interesting. While Miss Teala and the doctor were struggling, Panty Snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Got him! Well, Miss Teala? This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where? Where am I? So dark. Can't see. Cramped. Pain. My throat's burning. I do feel for her a slight bit. Mostly because she was freaking strangled. But like, what's your problem? You, Doc. I know what you did. Waki? You lied to me. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Oh wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked. But not how you think. It's not just me. No! He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Seize this at once, you two! Oh. Man. Honey, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police. Which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice. Oh, eh? I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you. What? Does she, not understand what defense means? Our whole job is to defend the guy, not get him declared guilty. Or did she think like we were so low-skilled that we wouldn't win? Is that what she meant? It's stupid either way. I believe we'd reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tayala doing? She confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago. Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. You lost, but I didn't exactly win either. Something the matter? Hair forehead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. Awesome. Thanks to Clavier's help. Why does the prosecution always end up helping us? It's so funny. I mean, technically, like, it's how it's supposed to be, blah, 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 but still, it's hilarious. Court is adjourned. Alright, we did it. Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did, somehow. Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And he has you to Hey, attorney man. You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita Holmes. Oh, I freaking love Waki. Or to blame, I guess. You get my Alita back. Stupid pony-headed attorney with the death wish. Enough, Waki. Ah, Mr. Kataki. It's high time you opened your eyes, Waki. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman. Don't talk about what you don't understand, Waki. I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. You know why Mr. Kataki needs to make so much money? Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki, Apollo has something to tell you. Huh? I do. Way to put me on the spot. Eh? What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Why is Mr. Kataki trying to become a businessman? For Waki, right? Urgent exam needed. I'm just confused on which one I should present, that's the only thing. This is the original one. I think we should do this, right? Think about it, Walkie. Good. Oh my gosh. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Plain money, that is. She doesn't mean... You weren't really... Are you? Aw, that was a cute sprite. I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Walkie. But it's an expensive procedure. Oh. Oh, man. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? Walkie, I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Walkie. I want to help you and I want to do it clean. Oh. His eyebrows. Oh, hey, he has eyes. Please understand, Walkie. Dad. Oh. Man, I see how it is. Old man, always looking out for Walkie? Listen good, old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. Yeah. Alright. Understandable. Why, Walkie? No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kataki. I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words. But I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who, me? I don't think... Someday, I'll bake you one of our latest. The Kataki lime pie. He's opening a pie shop? So long. And he was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the Right Anything Agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? Aw, we make a good team. Yeah. Don't just stand there, let's get going. Huh, why not? She did help me out. And there's a few questions that still need answers. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Among other things, you know, about a certain defense attorney. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldoon. No. Ah, salty noodles. Right. He got his stand back already? Oh, and after that, you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's special, alright. Please, anything but him. Oh my gosh. Alright, we did it. Case 2 is done. A lot of that ended up coming back to me more than I thought would happen. I'm actually surprised. I guess like the moment I remembered she was guilty, that's when like all the pieces started falling into place. Alright, case 3 time. Oh, a Gavin concert. Oh my gosh. Oh, I remember him. When we see him, I'll say it again, but like the second guy that appeared after Gavin. Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Cut out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gavineers Guilty as Charged tour. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. Oh, right. Okay. They're attending it. Yeah, that's what I remember. This is so cool. Us at a Gavineers concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. Gavineers putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice, sending us those tickets at 20% off. They're hard to get a hold of, you know? When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gavineer show. Trucy? You didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Clavier. What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. I'm supposed to swoon over Gods of Rock. God awful, maybe. Oh, cute. I remember this sprite. It's cute. I love it. About all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gavineers albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got advanced in my next 15 years worth of allowance. Really? For that? Okay. I mean, you do you, really. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Also, how? Is what I want to know. Cause he never really had that much money. You would have imagined me here at a Gavineers concert watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Oh man. Ah, you made it! Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. Oh my gosh, you didn't. You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, huh? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Lamoire is singing, right? The siren at the ballad? Oh yeah. The flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamoire says you praise me too highly. Oh, this guy. Whoa, who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Mr. Roman Letus, Lamoire's manager and her interpreter, incidentally. It is a great honor for us to be here, and a great honor for Lamoire to be heard in this country. That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh hey, I remember her now. Oh, it's Lamoire. I'm actually meeting Lamoire. Lamoire, mysterious songstress. A quiet, deep song glides through the air, belting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lamoire says, we have long looked forward to this joint performance. Ah, Lamoire, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. Oh, and this guy. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lamoire's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobe. He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lamoire. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. Lamoire's so, what's that word? Exotic. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty, at least her eyes do. Hers is a kind of sightseeing music. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights in the song, that's so poetic. I like that. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy it. I can't wait! And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gavineers hard rock a little rest. Lamoire, the stage is yours. The band members will not play during Lamoire's ballad. Only Machi's tender tones and Lamoire's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? I should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel. Shall we hit the stage then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care, your hearts aren't stolen away, huh? Okay. Okay, dude. Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. Here we go. Oh, hey. You know, I remembered now. This is gonna be playing a lot. Oh, man. The way it looks the same, but also, like, more HD, I guess you could say, is funny. It's a good song, not gonna lie. Kind of. No, I'm joking. It's a good song. A little different, but it's good. Oh, right, she disappears. I remember that. That wasn't supposed to happen, if I remember right. If I remember right. Don't think his guitar was supposed to actually catch fire. Look at him trying to put it out in the background. Oh my gosh. Wow, wasn't that more amazing? I even cried a little. Surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. That wasn't supposed to happen. I don't think that was supposed to happen, if I remember right. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a distraction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. Yeah, see? See? I remember. It wasn't supposed to burn. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? I mean, considering his guitar burned, I think he deserves this break. Alright, we'll have to finish up this chat next time. Oh, man. Turnabout Corner was easier to remember because it's closer. This one, I'm still like very, very foggy on it. I can't recall what's actually happening yet. I did recall that guitar wasn't supposed to burn. But like other than that, I can't say. Yeah. Oh well. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one where we continue this case. And I guess more will flood back to me as we do. Alright guys, see you later.